How much guaranteed retirement income can I get with $300,000 in Kansas City, Missouri? Let's cut through the noise. If you're asking this question, you're already ahead of the game. And you're about to see why most traditional retirement advice is setting people up to underspend, to underenjoy, and underlive their retirement. So here's your direct answer. If you start your protected lifetime income strategy early, $300,000 can generate about $20,295 to $48,600 per year in guaranteed retirement income, depending on your runway. If you wait until retirement day, you're looking at about $20,000 to $24,000 per year. And then the difference, it's not just numbers. It's your lifestyle, your freedom, and your peace of mind. And in Kansas City, Missouri, you have tax advantages that most people don't even know exist. So why does this matter so much for Kansas City, Missouri retirees? Because most people here have less than $200,000 saved for retirement. So if you've got $300,000, you're already above the local median. But the real question isn't just how much do I have? It's how much steady, protected, guaranteed lifetime income can I count on for the rest of my life. It's the heart of the lifestyle first retirement planning, and it's not about chasing the highest account balance or rolling the dice on the market. It is about building a guaranteed income floor that covers not only your essentials to live, but also as much of your non-negotiable adventures, experiences, memories with loved ones that we can cover, giving you permission to spend with confidence and actually enjoy your retirement. That's what protected lifetime income is all about. Now, why is the old model failing retirees? Well, let's get bold and straightforward here. So the old 4% rule, it's broken. For decades, retirees were told to withdraw 4% of their savings each year, adjust it up for inflation, and hope it lasts. But here's the reality. $300,000 at 4% is about $12,000 a year. That's just $1,000 a month. Morningstar's 2026 update drops that to about $11,700. And the latest academic research from Fow and Dawkins suggests $8,880 a year. That comes with a 10% failure rate. That's not enough to cover basic expenses, let alone enjoy life. So why is the 4% rule failing? Well, first, it was built in the 90s. It was based on that 30 plus years before then, when markets were strong, lifespans were shorter, and interest rates were higher, considerably higher. Today, we face wild market swings, 2 major crashes since 2000, and a real risk that a downturn early in retirement could permanently damage your income. That's called sequence of returns risk, and it's one of the most dangerous, underappreciated threats in retirement planning. Then there's longevity. So look, a healthy 60-year-old couple in Kansas City has a real chance of one spouse living into their 90s or beyond. That's up to a 30, 35-year plus retirement. The 4% rule, it wasn't built for that. And let's not forget, bond yields are lower and the safe withdrawal rate keeps shrinking. But here's the real kicker. Monte Carlo simulations and success score models are just probability games. They spit out a success rate. Maybe it's 72%, maybe it's 85%, maybe higher. But what does that even mean? It means you're likely to underspend, live in fear, and leave money on the table. See, these models optimize for not running out of money, not for living well. And they expect you to cut spending when necessary or when you feel like it. That's not retirement, that's survival mode. Look, Lifestyle First Retirement Planning is the bold alternative. We start with a lifestyle that you want, then we build a guaranteed income floor to fund it. We don't just stop at your essentials to live. We also help you build in enough guaranteed lifetime income for your non-negotiable adventures, experiences, and memories with loved ones. That way you can actually live the retirement that you worked so hard for. Now let's get practical. What does $300,000 actually do for you in Kansas City, Missouri? When you use a lifestyle first approach with protected lifetime income, we also call it PLI, using a fixed indexed annuity, an FIA, with a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit, a GLWB, and this is an insurance product that's designed to give you income that you cannot outlive, no matter what happens in the market, no matter what interest rates do, no matter how long you, and if you're married, no matter how long the surviving spouse lives. Look, this is not an investment. It is a contract for income secured by the claims paying ability of the insurer. let's go ahead and walk through 4 real hypothetical scenarios. And in every case, the message is the same. Start your PLI strategy now before retirement. And you lock in dramatically more income for life. So with your $300,000, basing these scenarios on the age of the youngest of the married couple. If you're single, these numbers would be a little bit higher, but this gives you something to go from. So scenario A, you retire at age 62. So at 57, you start your 5-year runway. You start then, and at retirement at 62, you get $29,517 a year. That's roughly $2,460 a month, and that's guaranteed for life. If you waited until retirement, you're going to get $20,295. That's roughly about $1,691 a month. The difference is nearly $9,228 more per year. That's about $769 more per month, every month of life. Now the 4% rule, you get about $12,000 a year. That's $17,500 less than that earlier start PLI. So 5 years of planning ahead means that nearly $770 more every single month for the rest of your life. Then we've got scenario B here. So you're going to retire at 65, but you're going to put that money into this strategy at 55. So you've got a 10-year runway. You start now, about $45,117 a year at age 65. That's roughly $3,760 a month, guaranteed for life. You wait until retirement. To start this PLI strategy, you get $23,040. That's roughly $1,920 a month. So the difference is nearly $22,080 more per year. That's $1,840 more per month. That's nearly double. And remember that 4% rule, $12,000 a year, that's over $33,000 less per year than that 10-year runway strategy. So over 20 years, that's up to more than $440,000 in additional lifetime income from the same $300,000. So the next one is going to be scenario C, where you retire at age 67, but you're age 60, so you have a 7-year runway. So you start now and you get about $36,372. So that's $3,031 a month, guaranteed. You wait until retirement to start this PLI strategy, you get $23,400 a year. That's roughly $1,950 a month. So the difference is $12,972 more per year. It's roughly $1,081 more per month. 4% rule, it's more than 24% less per year. So our takeaway here is even with just a 7-year runway, the early action advantage is more than $1,900 a month. Next is scenario D. And this is you're going to retire at 70, but you're age 60, 10-year runway. So you start now, and at 70, you get $48,600 a year. That's roughly $4,050 a month, guaranteed. If you wait until retirement to turn on the PLI strategy, it's $24,120 a year. That's roughly $22,010 a month. Now the difference, that's more than double the income. About $24,480 more per year. That's roughly $2,040 more per month. So the 4% rule, this gap is staggering. It is more than $36,000 per year. But hopefully you're noticing this consistent thread. None of this requires hoping the market cooperates. None of this depends on a Monte Carlo simulation telling you that there's a 72% chance you'll be okay. This is a protected lifetime income, guaranteed, locked in, market proof. Even if the market crashes the day before retirement, your income does not change. So let's talk about why Kansas City, Missouri is one of the best places to retire with a lifestyle first plan. So as of 2026, Missouri does not tax Social Security income for residents 62 and older. No income limits, zero, right? So the state removed these income limits in 2024. So that means your Social Security is 100% state tax free. For private annuity income, like the income that could be from your protected lifetime income strategy, the first $6,000 per taxpayer is exempt from Missouri state income tax. For a married couple, that's $12,000 combined, completely state tax free. Now, these are subject to some income limitations. Always consult a tax advisor on this. We're not giving tax advice. So why annuity? So the annuity above that is taxed up to Missouri's their max state income tax rate is 4.8%. So it could be taxed as much as 4.8%. But that's still low compared to a lot of states. Now, for annuities funded with pre-tax money, so 401k IRA money, those are typically all taxable. But for new and annuities funded with after-tax money, those are typically taxed just on the earnings portion. So some of that income is going to be your basis, what you had put in, and some of that income is going to be earnings, and you would just be taxed on the earnings portion of that, which makes it even more efficient. But when you combine $300,000 in protected lifetime income with Social Security, you could be building a powerful, partially to mostly tax-free retirement income foundation in Kansas City, Missouri. And that's an advantage most people overlook. Now let's answer some of the top questions that we hear all the time. 1, how long will $300,000 last if I just withdraw savings from savings versus guaranteed lifetime income amount? Well, with the 4% rule, that's about $12,000 per year. Now they do adjust it up for inflation. So $300,000, it might last up to 25 years, maybe a little longer if nothing goes wrong, if everything goes right. But if the market drops early in retirement, something that we call sequence of return risk, it could run out much sooner. So with protected lifetime income, the payments never stop. It doesn't matter if you live to 85, 92, 105. The income keeps coming as long as you live. And if you're married, the full income is paid until the surviving spouse passes away. So that's a fundamentally different kind of security. Question number 2, what happens to my income if I live longer than average? Well, that's the whole point of protected lifetime income. Your payments are guaranteed for life by the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. There's no running out. The longer you live, the more value you get from the strategy. And this is exactly why a guaranteed retirement income floor matters so much for Kansas City, Missouri couples who have a real chance of one or both spouses living into their 90s or longer. Question number 3 is, can I start building guaranteed income before I retire? Yeah, and that's actually the smartest thing you can do. Every scenario we walked you through today shows you that starting your protected lifetime income strategy before your retirement date produces dramatically more income than waiting. Now, the sweet spot that we found is really up to that 10 years before retirement. So if you're within 10 years of retirement, waiting will cost you future income. Now, you don't have to be retired to start. You just have to make the decision to plan now. Question number 4, is $300,000 enough to retire in Kansas City? Look, for most people, $300,000 alone is not a full retirement plan. But as the foundation of a guaranteed income floor combined with Social Security, maybe if you have a pension, and Missouri's favorable tax treatment, it is a powerful starting point. So the goal of Lifestyle First Retirement Planning is to layer your income sources so your essential expenses and your non-negotiable adventures, experiences, and memories with loved ones are covered for life. $300,000 invested in protected lifetime income can be a significant piece of that retirement puzzle. If you want to see your personalized numbers and build a retirement income plan that fits your lifestyle, book your free 15 to 30 minute retirement income blueprint call on my calendar at the link that's posted below. And remember, the numbers we've shown today are illustrative. Your guaranteed retirement income will depend on your age, your health, actually your sex too on some of the plans, the carrier, and the product options you choose. So don't leave your retirement to chance. Book your free retirement income blueprint call and see how a Lifestyle First plan can help you retire on time with confidence and with the freedom to actually enjoy the life you work for. Let's do a little recap here. So the old 4% rule and Monte Carlo simulations are failing retirees. They're causing them to underspend and under-enjoy retirement, which is tragic in my mind. Lifestyle First retirement planning puts your lifestyle first, not just your account balance. Starting your protected lifetime income strategy early can nearly double your income for life. Missouri's tax rules makes Kansas City one of the best places to retire, with a guaranteed income floor covering your essentials and your non-negotiables. So don't wait, plan now, retire on time, and live the retirement you deserve. Now, here's my little disclosure. This information is educational only. It's not tax, legal, or individualized investment advice. Guarantees rely on the issuing insurer's claims paying ability. Any figures shown are illustrative and may differ for your situation. These are based on age, health, sex also, product features, fees, allocations, and market conditions. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed the video today.